I believe that this has been said already. Productions want to come to Florida. Movies want to come here. They like the weather. They love the light. We have a light for cinematographers that is, unparalleled in most places. We have a lot of reasons for filmmakers to come here. People are coming to Sarasota now looking for money. Ever since William H. Macy got $2.5 million out of the pocket of Sarasota's wealthy folks, we are being inundated with filmmakers that are looking for money from Sarasota. I think that's great. I think people should invest in film. But I think not only should they invest in film, they should invest in film that they have done a little research into, and the filmmakers and the key players, the principals of the companies better have some credentials. Or just as Randy was saying, a scam artist will come in, a scam artist will burn bridges that no one can ever rebuild. The other thing I want as Sarasota County's film commissioner, I know Gary I know that Guy wants this up in the St. Pete, Clearwater, Pinellas County area, is we want them to shoot it here. If you're going to take $2.5 million of Sarasota's money, or in the case of St. Pete Clearwater, they gave a great $20,000 incentive to Misconceptions up there. Shoot it in the area where the money's coming from. And there's applause over there, yes. So before I came here this morning, I was in a meeting about some potential producers, directors, writers that want to form a little consortium, and they want to get investors out of Sarasota. And I, being the voice in the wilderness, I said, are you going to shoot everything here if you take Sarasota money? Are you going to shoot in Sarasota? And they said, oh, well, there's no guarantee that we would shoot in Sarasota. And I said, well, if you're going to use Sarasota dollars, it might be nice to throw a little bit of a guarantee in there that, you'll do at least 5% or 10% of the project in Sarasota County and put some of that Sarasota County money back in. It's essential for the health of the state and our region as well as every other region that if we're going to start putting together groups that are going to round up money and investors and backers and angels and benefactors and whatever, we better see some results of that money staying in our state as well. So I think too, the other thing that makes Florida really attractive is we are a right-to-work state because we are not heavily unionized. We've got good unions, we've got good people, but we're also a state that allows the freedom to the production to put it together how their budget requires that they put it together. So we have the ability to market ourselves with a 20 or 22% incentive. We can go toe-to-toe with some of these states that are giving back 40% because you've got to compare the real cost of doing business here to the real cost of doing business there. And the biggest insult that we have taken, the biggest slap across our face lately is the state of Michigan has put out ads trying to recruit our film professionals from the state of Florida to go to Michigan and train their out-of-work auto workers on how to work in the film and television. A few of them is we're looking to build some serious infrastructure here that will not only attract projects to come in, but to incubate and nurture originally homegrown projects. We want Catherine Waywinkle, we want her daughter to make her films here, right?
I asked her yesterday.
We want Pam Alessandrelli to get work here. We want to keep
the markets.
It's about the markets, and there's many things underway in Sarasota County right now, and I'm sure throughout the state that we are aggressively looking. Not only how do we attract the business to come here and shoot and spend their money, but how do we get them to lay down roots? How do we get them to anchor their business here? We need business. That's why they call it show business. They don't call it show playtime, and they don't call it show party or show hobby. It's show business, and we have to look at this from a business standpoint. So that's my 2 cents.
Can I just very quickly on that? So,
thank you, because it was a very nice, very strong speech. And just to go on what you said, to have them making their films here, there is a process when you make a film. You go from A to Z, and basically if you want to make a film you have to follow this whole process. So that's why I said it's a state issue, but it's a local issue. It's for us to be able to provide filmmakers everything they need from A to Z. And a lot of time we don't have the post-production part because for whatever reason we don't have it, and therefore they come and shoot, but then they go somewhere else. Yet you could decide to post-produce here your film if you want for 6 weeks. You can just get in that restaurant and put everything there. Just it's also a matter for us to make sure that the directors, that the A-level people in the movies, you make them feel like they want to live here. And then they're going to make it happen. You see, this whole industry is about people putting their own passion, their own love, their own personality on the table. So it's not only just shooting a film, it's their own life. So if you give them the feeling that, you know, you can live here, it's pretty cool, it's maybe better than anywhere else, then they'll stay here. Then you'll have the post-production. Then you'll have the whole process of the film. And I think it's something we have to work a lot on. And as you were mentioning, it's not really the cash itself, it's how you help them make it go through and feel happy. And that's why a place like Miami, I mean, I put Miami back up there, but I mean, Sarasota has the same potential. The A talent, that's where they want to be. They don't want to be in the middle of the desert. They want, you know, they work during the day, and in the evening they want to have fun with their pals. They want to be alone. They don't want to be alone in a hotel somewhere. And we have everything here. There's one point I think we all should be doing, because I really believe that. I think the price we put on a day of shoot in Florida is way too much compared to what we could actually say. And right now, a lot of people think it's expensive to shoot in Florida. It is, because everybody's mind of, okay, Miami Vice coming to shoot and all these things. But actually, if you look in the details, what it would take to somebody to make a film on a day base, I think is much cheaper than we really say. And if we start to promote that and say that and really get that number to a reality, because a lot of our numbers are jacked up by hotels, by all those kind of costs that they are really expensive, which actually we could just cut, and then we would be able to say to the industry, you know, it's not that more expensive to shoot in Florida, even with no incentive. And,